I made $16,500 in 48 hours with Skool using just inbound DMs. Here's exactly how I did it. So my Skool community is about 21 days old. I run a high ticket offer and that's it. There's no low ticket community or free community at the moment. And the price point is $9.99 a month or $5K annual. There's approximately 25 members in it at the moment, with 3 more to come in. And using this strategy that I'm about to walk you through, inside 48 hours, I signed a 5K client over a 3-month period. I signed a one-off client at $1,500 just to optimize their about page and write them a new VSL. And I signed 2 new clients to an annual Skool offer, which is $5K each. And there was no ads, no outreach, no cold emails, no outbound DMs, no other social media platforms. And I didn't create any content specifically for this. So I have created 5 YouTube videos. This will be the 6th, and there's about 60 subscribers right now, but no traffic is coming from YouTube. This is all native to Skool and coming from inbound DMs. I'm not sending anything. These clients all sort myself out based on this process that I am about to walk you through. So what did I do? I did these 7 simple things. I showed up where my ideal clients were. I showed up daily. I gave immense value. As in, I looked at every other piece of content that was going up on that platform to my ideal client, and I 10x'd the amount of value that I provided. I chose one avatar. I created paradigm shifts. I magnetized my ideal client towards me, which repelled everybody else. And I received inbound DMs and sold custom offers to individuals. So this is exactly how I did it and how you can too. So showing up where your ideal clients are. For me, this was Skool. What you want to do is choose just one channel so that you can focus your energy, you can focus your attention, and you can focus your other resources on it, okay? You want to make it the one that already has your ideal client's attention. So it could be Facebook, it could be Facebook groups, it could be Discord, could be Instagram, could be YouTube, could be TikTok, could be X, just any other media platform. Some people are seeing phenomenal results with Reddit. But when you choose this, you want to make sure that when your ideal person is on that platform, the intent that they're there for is education. They're not there to consume entertainment. They're there with an intent to consume educational content that helps them either achieve a specific outcome or it helps them solve specific problems. That is the big shift that you need to make. Because if we start to attract people and get their attention where they just want entertainment, then we need to close a very big gap in order to get them to consume our content and create an internal shift in their psychology that gets them into an educational standpoint that's going to move them to take action. There's a ton of people on Skool right now that are using shorts, specifically on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and are driving a ton of traffic to their free community, but then they have trouble converting them over into paid clients because those people are just there for entertainment purposes. I really like you, I like your vibe, I like your style, I like your energy, I like the content that you put out, it's really entertaining, so I want to consume more of it, and they come across to the free community. But then because they're not there for the right intent, they're not there for the right purpose, they haven't been framed the right way, getting them to pay you something and enter a paid community becomes a very challenging process because there is misalignment between the first action that they're taking and now getting them to take the action that you actually want them to take, which is monetize the attention that it is that you are generating. So make sure you choose one platform that already has your ideal client's attention, but they're there to educate themselves and further educate themselves instead of just mindlessly consume entertaining content. Okay? The second step is you show up daily. Okay? You bring a vibrant energy because it's all about energy creation and energy maintenance. So you want to show up as your authentic self, and you want to comment, you want to engage, and you want to provide value. This content that you create, there's no selling in it, and there's no real call to action. If you want to include a call to action, then you can in like a comment or in like a link in bio, or on your YouTube channel. You have it up the top, you have it as the first thing in your description, you have it as the first thing in your video description. Like, you have the call to action somewhere else, not embedded in the content itself, not in what you write or not in what you express via video. Okay, but what you do want to do is give them a psychological call to action. Inside of copywriting, what that means is that you want them to have a paradigm shift. You want them to think about something. You don't want them to take a physical action of click here, go here, but you really want to get them thinking and starting to see the world, see themselves, see their business, whatever it is that you're focusing on, see their health, see their relationship, see their financial status in a different way. And we'll get into paradigm shifts later, but that's what you want to create for them. You want them to fundamentally create a new belief that aligns with the belief that you want them to have, that positions them to take action in the future. Okay? Third step, you just want to give immense value. Like, give it all away for free. There's so many people out there who have this scarcity mindset when it comes to content creation and when it comes to providing value. It's like, oh, but if I give it all away, what are people going to pay me for? People don't pay for information. They pay for application. They pay for implementation. So you're giving it all away for free, which is going to position you as the authority, position you as the expert, start generating this law of reciprocity. And then when people go, oh man, okay, I now know what to do, but how do I do it? Well, that's where you come in, and it's like, I can help you do it. I can show you how to apply it to your own life, how to apply it to your own health, how to apply it to your own business, how to apply it to your own relationship. That's what I will help you do. But in order to do that, you need my time, you need my expertise, and that's what I do inside of my program, inside of my course, inside of my product, inside of my service. Okay? So you're giving the farm away, you're giving it all away for free, because that is what is going to help you position yourself as the expert. And when people are ready, they're going to come to you to be like, how do I actually do this for myself? I'm glad you asked. That's the next step. Okay? Then you want to choose one avatar. And when we think about the avatar, it's essentially a niche. And most people, when they think about niche, what they've been taught is to focus on a specific demographic or a psychographic. Okay, I focus on a specific type of person. There's like an age range in there. There's a financial range in there. We're dreaming up that ideal avatar. But I want you to forget that, because the niche is actually the outcome. When you focus on the outcome that it is that you create for people, you attract all of the different types of people who want to achieve that outcome. And that positions you. That creates the niche for you, because you become the person that creates that experience and creates that transformation for people. And there might be men that come to you. There might be women that come to you. And you might say, hey, this outcome, I only create it for women because that's who I resonate with better. Or I only create it for men because it just strengthens the position, and then that allows you to charge even more because you become that expert. But you don't have to do that. It could be anyone who's like, I really want to work with you, and you go, well, I can help you achieve this outcome. That's your niche. You become the person who does X for people. So people who want X will be drawn to you. They'll be magnetized to you. And if you create paradigm shifts, which we'll cover now, then you're going to strengthen your position as the expert. You're going to help them see and understand that there's a gap between where they are and where they want to be, and you become the person that helps them close that gap. Okay? So paradigm shifting content, creating paradigm shifts for people. This is a foundation of copywriting. Okay? What you need to understand about copywriting, fundamentally it's about beliefs. At the beginning, we need to align ourselves with the belief that somebody currently has so that we can enter the conversation that's currently happening in their mind and get their attention and get them reading. But then what you want them to do is you want them to stretch the belief that they currently have just enough to include a new belief that you want them to have so that they then go and take action. If you stretch the belief too far, then they're not going to believe it and they're going to be like, man, that's not possible for me, or that's a bunch of hoodwink. But if you don't stretch it enough, then they're just going to stay where they are. Okay? When it comes to human psychology, we adopt a transcend and include model. So we don't forget a current belief and take up a new one. We hold the current belief and we include another. So think about it like a babushka doll. It's transcending the little one to include the new big one. And then it's transcending that to a bigger one to include what came before. So when it comes to paradigm shifting content, people aren't looking for motivation or tips or insight. They want their beliefs shifted. That's what gets them to change. That's what gets them to reach out to you and to take the action that it is that you want them to take at the end of the day. So when you're looking at this, the content structure is very simple. You always start with the hook, and it needs to be a paradigm shifting hook. It needs to be something that grabs their attention and then creates tension and conflict that invites them to curiosity or intrigue of like, oh, that's really interesting. I'm going to consume more of this. Then in the subhook, you create more curiosity about what it's not to get them to continue reading. And in copywriting, we say that this is putting them on the slippery slope. So they're now reading and consuming, and there is no hope of them stopping until they've consumed everything that you want them to consume, whether that's watch or it's read. Okay, after you've done that, you now want to bring in the insights. All of the things about this is what you currently think and this is what you need to think in order to achieve the outcome that it is that you want to achieve. Then you go into a ton of examples, so there's proof. This is how I've done it. This is how John's done it. This is how Margaret's done it. This is how Renee's done it. This is how Mimi's done it. This is how Kim's done it. This is how Ethan's done it. All of those examples to build up more proof that it's possible for people like them, so therefore it's possible for them. And then instead of giving them a call to action, you want to put the outcome in front of them again and then invite them to take a call to action. But this is a psychological call to action. So you want them to think about something differently. You want them to go and do something themselves. It's not, hey, click this link and go here. It's, hey, the one action that you should take after this is do this. Or it's, what do you now think about this? Or a powerful thing to do is ask yourself this question. Or go away and journal about this. Like, you're giving them something to do that creates a psychological call to action for them. It's not actually a physical call to action of, hey, if you want more information or you want to see how to apply this for yourself, DM me or click this link here or go download this thing. We're not interested in that. We want them to take a call to action or a psychological call to action inside of the content that's related to the content. Okay? That creates the paradigm shift. And when you're doing this, your sole intent is to magnetize people. So what this means is, again, we adopt a copywriting principle known as the rule of one. So when you create the content, you're creating it for one specific person, as if they were right there in front of you at that time. This could be a current client and it's something that you just spoke to them about that was really powerful and impactful. It could be a past client and you're not writing to them as in saying, hey, this is what happened to John. You're just writing it as if it's for that person. Or it could be a current prospect, so someone that you're in conversation with and you're writing it to them. This is what you need to know. This is what you need to do. This is the playbook. This is the process. This is the different thought that you need to have. This is the different behavior that you need to have. You're writing it to that person. And what that does is, because you're only speaking to them, it magnetizes them. It creates an energy in them and people go, oh my God, this is directly for me. But what it also does is, because you're writing it for that person, every other person that is like that person is going to be magnetized by it as well. So you're going to start to attract more people who are like your current clients, who were like your best clients in the past, or who are like your ideal clients that you're speaking with right now. It just creates an abundance of energy and magnetism to entangle those sorts of people and really connect with them, to draw them into your world, and then to keep them there and strengthen that magnetism to the point of they go, oh my God, I need to take more action, or I need your support. So they'll follow you, they'll connect with you, they'll comment and engage on your content. And that's when you know, okay, this is a person that I should now start to create a relationship with, start to create a conversation with, and see where it goes. Okay? Once you've done that, what you need is patience. Okay? For me, the end outcome was either new followers on Skool or inbound DMs. Okay? But I wasn't attached to that outcome. I didn't know if or when it was going to happen, but it did. Because I was focused on the paradigm shifts, I was focused on one channel, and I was focused on magnetizing people with that content. For you, depending on the channel that you're choosing, it could be a new subscriber, it could be a new follower, it could be inbound DMs, or it might be people commenting and engaging on the content that it is that you're creating. And all that does is that when someone likes something or comments on something, they're putting their hand up to say, hey, I really found this interesting. So what you can do is you can start to notice, is the same person like commenting a lot or liking a lot of my recent posts? If so, you can send them a DM and say, hey, thank you so much for your support and engaging with the content. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. And they might either like it or love it or something, or they might reply back and be like, hey, no problems, really enjoying it. And now a conversation has started, and you can start to be like, what is it that you're finding so valuable? Like, I'd love to know for feedback so that I can produce more of it. Now you're in a conversation with that person where over time, this is where patience comes in. You can start to see if they're the right type of person for you, and if they're a position where they're open to your help and they need your help. Okay? The other one is that if they're following you, again, you can just keep an eye on their engagement, or they might actually message you straight out, and then you can start a conversation that way. Okay, the final thing that I did that allowed me to create $16,500 inside of 48 hours with Skool and just from inbound DMs was creating custom offers. So my community at the moment is $9.99 a month or $5K annual for a $50,000 mastermind with one-on-one support, building out your marketing and sales engine. But not everybody was ready for that. Okay, one of the ladies that reached out, she needed a lot more analysis and creation of what it was that she actually wanted to build. So inside of that, the thing that worked best for her was the 5K for 3 months. Let's go through everything that you have, package it up, create an offer, create an audience, and look at how you can use Skool to go from a one-to-one environment to selling a one-to-many environment, and therefore create a new business model that gives her MRR. One of the other clients, they just needed their conversion assets optimized. So wrote a new VSL, optimized their about page, and wrote some emails for them to send out to their current list, and that was the 1.5K client. And then there were 2 clients that were great fits for the community. So I had conversations with them about it, and they're like, yeah, we'd like to take the annual offer. And I was like, cool, let's do the annual then. Come on in and we'll get started. Like, that's how simple it was. If I would have tried to have sold the person that needed just the about page optimization and a new VSL and the emails on the community, it wouldn't have been a right fit because that's not what they needed. But I could provide support and I could give them the value that they needed, just with a different custom offer. And the same for the lady that needed to package up all of her ideas and create her assets first to build out a new one-to-many business model that we could then apply to Skool. So we're doing that. We've given ourselves 3 months. And the good news there is that that's essentially what, like $1,700 a month? 17, 2, 4, 4 something. No, it'll be a little bit more, maybe 18? 18,360. Yeah, it works out about that. So now when she's done and I've delivered on that work, she's now ready to transition into the community at a cheaper rate. Okay? So if you are out there and you are currently using Skool to build your community and generate MRR for yourself, this is a playbook for getting high ticket sales done, whether it's in the DMs or whether you have a different conversion tool and conversion system, getting people on sales calls or just getting them straight to the community. You can use this. Okay? You have the ability to show up where your ideal clients are, show up every single day, give immense value, choose one avatar that focuses on the outcome. In your content, you can create paradigm shifts. You can magnetize people to you. You can be patient and trust the process. And then when you're having conversations with people, if they're not the right fit for your core offer, create something custom for them so that you can get them results in advance and then transition them into your community and your core offer at a later date. It's really, really simple. Okay? So that's the playbook, guys. If you found value from this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. We are dropping 2 videos a week here on Traffic and Conversions, which is sharing the playbooks on how you can grow your Skool community. Okay, this is all the best stuff that I'm implementing and I'm testing and is working for me and is working for the members in my community that's helping them grow their schools to get to 50K MRR, to 75K MRR, and even 100K MRR a month. Thank you very much for being here with us on this video. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. We'll see you on the next video.